What up, everybody? It's your boy Gaming Forte, back at it with another video. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. It definitely helps out the channel a lot. And yeah, those God of War reviews are looking really crispy right now. I was already excited for the game, but looking at these reviews, I haven't actually read any of them, but it is like universally one of the greatest games that ever has been reviewed on the PlayStation platform. And this is something that is amazing. It's a gift and a curse for different platforms. And the reason I say that is because you have a lot of damage controlling going on about how God of War wasn't going to be the same because it didn't have the over-the-top view, it didn't have a jump button, it didn't have all of these different things that made God of War God of War. And the one thing that I always try to tell people is games had to evolve over time. The formula that was working for God of War before may not have worked in this one. They may have looked at the sales of Ascension, even though Ascension was a really bad God of War game, but they probably looked at that as a prelude to exactly where they were going to end up with any God of War going forward. They probably thought themselves that the actual formula they were using was tiring and they wanted to change it up and go in a whole different direction. I watched a video with Corey Barlog and he actually was getting interviewed by, what's his name? Skillup, he's a YouTuber. I'll put his video down in the description. And something that I took away from that is the phrase that he used when he said, fuck doubt. And doubt is the number one thing that can hold you back, but being afraid and fearing a change can hold you back even more. So I really appreciate the changes that they made to this game. It looks like it's going to be an amazing game. Everybody's going to look at it differently when they play it. Right now, everybody's on this God of War Euphoria run, and it's amazing to see. You know, this is basically some of the best things in gaming that we like about it. I like seeing people excited to play games that's coming out that they've been looking forward to. But there's also the negative side of that, and it's the side of the community where people feel like they're not getting the things that somebody else is getting, and they feel like they want to tear down that happiness. Like I said in my Spider-Man video, don't be that guy. Unfortunately, this is another PlayStation exclusive, and right now I just sound like a broken book. PlayStation exclusives, when it comes to first party, are just vastly superior to the Xbox platform right now. You know, when it comes to that story, narrative driven type game, Microsoft's not even in the same ballpark. Microsoft is also going down a completely different path when it comes to their first party studios and with their games and services with Sea of Thieves. And a lot of people are trying to like put these two games together saying, okay, well, God of War is coming out for PlayStation and Xbox has Sea of Thieves. Don't even try to compare the two. They're two different type of games. I understand you're looking at them in the scope of a AAA game. They don't even compete against each other, literally. And I also think Microsoft needs to do some really soul searching and thinking about this gaming sphere and how they want to actually attack their games going forward. Because the one thing we always know from generation to generation, Sony is going to always have a strong first party lineup. As of right now, we don't know what Microsoft is doing. I mean, we know we have a Gears, we know we have a Forza, we know we have the Fable game that's coming. We also know that we have a couple other games on the horizon like State of Decay 2, we have Crackdown 3 coming, but we really don't know anything outside of that. Now we know that there was a leaked document about all of the third-party exclusive titles that Microsoft will be just not publishing, but they'll be having the marketing rights for, and that's one cool thing. But what really attaches people to your platform is just those experiences that you can't get anywhere else. And honestly, up until this generation, I really thought that exclusives were important. They weren't as important as they are now. You know, during the 360 phase, I felt like Microsoft had the better exclusives until the end of the generation, and then Sony really hit that stride with just bringing out game after game after game. And the biggest thing that I want people to understand is, even though they were coming out with games like Killzone Shadowfall, they were coming out with games like Knack, they were still making new experiences that you can only get on that platform. Outside of those games, some people probably said those games weren't all that great, but they still gave us Bloodborne. And then when they didn't have games to actually bring out that actually were newly made, they brought back The Last of Us and remastered it. They remastered the Uncharted collection that held us over to Uncharted 4. Then we got the Ratchet and Clank game, which was really, really good. And then guess what? We got to 2017, then we started getting Horizon Zero Dawn, a brand new IP from a developer that was mostly known only for Killzone. So the thing Sony does is they take chances, and I don't see Microsoft taking these chances like they should be. The fact that there's fanboys out there saying that PlayStation games suck, or the fact that they just don't like PlayStation for their anti-consumer practices, that's fine and well, but the biggest things that you should really be worried about is the games and the quality of them on your system. Going forward, I'm not ever gonna jump off the Microsoft bandwagon until Microsoft doesn't make systems anymore, because I'm a huge fan of the company when it comes to their gaming division. I feel like they're making huge strides to turn this around, and I think it's kind of unfair for a lot of the people that are really bashing down on Microsoft because they don't have anything right now to show when it comes to games for their new systems. And that's mostly just because they wanted to fix the platform first. They wanted to fix Xbox Live first, which they doubled down on. They wanted to fix the system and give it more power, which they doubled down on with the Xbox One X. Now Phil Spencer's talking about the games, and some people will probably think that he needed to do that in the first place. Games should have been the first priority, but I think setting themselves up with the system to be able to really push this initiative forward when it comes to 4K, you can look at it either way. It could be good or bad, but those games are coming, and we all know it takes anywhere from 3 to 4 years to actually get a game from studio to making it to the shelf. And that's what I think we're going to start seeing from Microsoft over the next couple of years. I hope that we can see some actual things that they're working on at E3 this year, because with all of these blockbusters that Sony keeps bringing out, it's going to be really hard for them to change the perception of the platform if they don't have anything to show. You know, we have Detroit Become Human coming out next month. It may not do as good as God of War, but it's still another experience that you can only get on that system. And then Jesus, Spider-Man, we already talked about that. That comes out September 7th, and it's just going to be another wave of emotions for PlayStation fans talking about the games that they have on their system, and Xbox fans talking about how those games suck and how they don't even want to play them when everybody should want to play these games. But on top of that, it's going to be so many people that just want to get in on God of War on day one and play it. It's going to be incredible. I've never seen a review cycle get as much coverage as God of War did on the day that those reviews came out last night. I mean, for God's sakes, the game was trending on Twitter during the time that the reviews came out because there was so many people talking about this. People were on suicide watch. People were just bashing down and doubling down on the PlayStation platform, talking down to Xbox fans about it. And it was something to behold, because I've never seen any type of enthusiasm around just the reviews like I did for this game. There's a couple of people in the community like Randall Thor that actually talked about in this video. He said you're going to see a lot of fuckery during the review cycle for this game. And the thing is, it ain't gonna end no time soon, because the game don't come out for another 7 days. So the hype is just gonna keep building for this game and keep building for it. And it's right now sitting at a 94 on Metacritic. 94. And that's not with a few people already reviewing it. That's with like 70 plus people reviewing it. So this game is gonna just blow people away. I just believe that Sony Santa Monica and Cory Barlog really put in that work for this title. They took a chance, and that chance looked like it's paying off for them. And it might be the game of the generation when it comes to games as a whole. The last thing I want to say about this is just go out and play the game. If you're a PlayStation fan, buy the game, enjoy it, talk about it amongst your friends, go ahead and tweet about it, talk about your experiences, put those clips up there of some awesome things you did in the game. Now, if you're an Xbox fan, don't be upset that you're not getting this game. You have the opportunity to go out and buy this system to play this amazing game if you want to. Don't go on Twitter talking about how you believe the game sucks, because nobody's played the game right now other than reviewers, and right now there's not even any trolling reviews on this game. Nobody is even going out of their way to put anything like a 60 or a 50 up there to get clickbait to their website, and that's a testament to the game, because people feel like they don't want to do an injustice to this game by doing that. They're being genuine with these reviews, and people saying that Sony might be paying for these please don't worry about that, because that's something that people have been saying forever. And if it is the truth, it's the truth. If it isn't, it isn't. At this point, I don't care about that. I just care about what I see, how I'm going to experience it. My hype level was already high for God of War, so reviews weren't going to change that. But these reviews just reinforce what I thought I was seeing during the time that they were showing this game off. So guys, play your games, enjoy your games, and don't let other people take away the joy you have with the games you love to play. And with that, guys, thanks for watching this video. Sub to the channel if you haven't. Like this video if you like the content. It definitely helps out the channel a lot. Turn on those notifications. It's gonna let you know the next time one of my videos go live. It's your boy Gaming Forte. You guys have a great week, and I'm gonna talk to you in the next video. Peace.